Segways are pretty cool, right? But how do they balance? Well, that question's the perfect segue into talking about cybernetics. Cybernetics is the study of how complex systems maintain themselves. For example, the Segway, shown here as a cart and pole, will just fall to one side when left on its own. No matter how close the handle is to being perpendicular to the floor, the acceleration due to gravity compounds a small error until the Segway comes toppling down. We essentially have a positive feedback loop for our errors, and our function of error over time, e, grows increasingly unstable. But what about if we change the feedback loop? The source of our error comes from the center of mass of the handle not being directly above the pivot point. The handle won't fall over if the cart rolls under the center of mass before it falls down. Let's use a sensor to measure the error. We'll make the cart roll under the center of mass faster depending on the magnitude of the error. This works pretty well, except when there's a large disturbance. Our proportional feedback worked when the accumulated errors were small, but not when the accumulated errors were large. To compensate, we can make the cart roll faster proportional to the area under the error curve, the integral. But this doesn't do well either. Momentum causes the system to overshoot. Talk about a wild ride. We want to bring the error to zero, but our cart rolls too quickly and passes by the center of mass. On the graph, this shows up as a steep line while crossing the horizontal axis. We want the slope of the line to be flat, so that when the error reaches zero, it stays zero. To do this, we can make the cart slow down proportional to the slope of the error curve, the derivative. Now, the system doesn't overshoot. And it's stable. We flatten the curve. So we finally engineered our very own self-balancing system based on the error, the integral of the error, and the derivative of the error. Cybernetics and feedback loops like this PID controller form the basis for so many complex systems, from the precise control of robotics, the fine steering of aircraft, and even the regulation of the amount of sugar in your blood. In a way, chaos is nature's preferred state, but cybernetics is the most powerful tool we have to maintain more interesting creations. So the next time someone tells you you'll never use calculus, that's the perfect segue to mention PIDs and control the situation.